Hello and welcome to today's video. Now, normally I've done a little bit of an intro, but managed to delete that bit of video. So I'm going to introduce you to a place that's a little bit different. It's a place called Pateley Bridge, and that's just near Harrogate and Ripon in North Yorkshire. And it's a typical small town of the type of things that you'll see in North Yorkshire, but it's got one thing that really stands out. But I'll come to that shortly. First of all, I'm going to just take you for a walk down the main street in Pateley Bridge, which, as you can see, it's sort of your classic Yorkshire brick type place. But as I say, it's a little bit different because it's a very old place. The main street, although we're in the middle of a small town, the main street does tend to get a little bit busy, but we've managed to catch it at a fairly quiet time so you can see everything that's going on. But I think they must have been having an event going on around here, because as we walk along you may notice one or two classic cars driving past. The name Pateley Bridge actually comes from Norse times, and its old meaning is woodland clearing of the paths, which basically means that the path between Nidderdale, Craven and Ripon had a clearing, and that's where the word Pateley Bridge originated from. You'll notice on a lot of these buildings little red plaques, because a lot of these have been in existence for 300-400 years, these businesses, or at least the building has been used for the same reason. Pateley Bridge, or Pateley as most people just call it, has done extremely well over the years with flower shows and being a well-dressed place for flowers, as a competition runs regularly and they've won it no end of times. As you can see as we walk down the street, there's quite a few unique shops. Yes, you've got your fish and chip shop, and later on you'll see a supermarket, but there's some shops that are just a little bit different. At the very beginning of the video you may have noticed a shop that's purely about family research, your family history. Another red plaque on the crown there, worth having a look in. Just across the street there's a little alleyway where obviously horses used to be looked after, and they've converted it into a nice little shopping area, but it's just a little bit away from the public. If you don't notice that sign you wouldn't even notice it existed, but when you go in there, some again unique shops, not your everyday shops, to have a look around. Pateley Bridge was once one of the most significant lead mining areas of the country, and many of the town's buildings are constructed from stone that was taken out during that lead mining times. Just a bit further up here there's an area, what looks like a big park area. That's where they actually hold a show each year called the Nidderdale Show. The area that Pateley Bridge is in is called Nidderdale, and it's classed as an area of outstanding natural beauty. But this show is once a year, September time, and it's your sheep, your cows, very agricultural based. We're now coming up to the place that, to be honest, if you're in the area you'll want to visit, and it's a sweet shop. But it's not just a sweet shop, it is the oldest continual sweet shop in England. So if you'd have come in the 1600s to buy something, you'd have had this sweet shop here, and it sells classic sweets, sweets out to the jars. It is rustic interior, as you can see, but it also smells modern day sweets that you'd find in the supermarket as well. Well, at the end of the day, that's what people want. You notice the Fry's sign down there. Fry's was the first chocolate bar producer, and you can still buy it in that little basket down there. You see those blue and green packets. There's Fry's chocolate cream, and they were the original chocolate bar, and you can still buy it. You can buy it in supermarkets as well, but it's an experience going in here. And behind the counter, the thing that supermarkets just cannot do, and you'll notice there, bottles and bottles of sweets. So you go in, you order in a quarter or a £1/2, not metric, because this is a classic sweet shop. So you've been to the sweet shop, you've bought some sweets that you remember from your childhood that you just can't get anywhere else now. And where are you going to go? Well, as you walk down the street, just at that other side of the road, there's a little pathway to take. And this pathway takes you over a little river. And as you can see, it's quite a nice little chilling river to look through. But that's not where we're going. Continue across the bridge, and there's a little turning. So you bought your kidsy sweets, or for yourself. You go over here, and you go into somewhere that's nice and relaxing. Well, maybe. Certainly Thomas was excited when we knew that was going there. Just look at his face. He's literally jumping for joy and can't wait. So what would get him so enthusiastic? No, not the ice cream van. But the fact that there's a nice little play park for kids right next to a bowling green and a little bit of a park. Nice little carving there as well. He was so anxious he was trying to climb over the fence there. Let's face it, at his age, would all be that excited. Well, I hope you've enjoyed our little walk around Pateley Bridge. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and you might like this next video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.